Capricorn, hello. This is going to be a reading for February 21st through 27th, 2022. I'm going to do a simple Celtic cross for you today, Capricorn. So let's get to it. See what your energies, are working with you this week. It's been some very interesting readings so far. Let me tell you, I've done 5 before you today. Before I even started the readings today, man, the energy is weird out there today. Let me tell you. The veil is thin, yo. It feels that I don't know what's going on with the astrology. I guess I should have taken a look at that. I do Tibetan, like almanac and astrology stuff as well. You'd think I would know what's going on with the energies, but nope, I didn't look today. Just winging it and feeling it. All right, Capricorn, let's get to it. Ooh. All right. Go ahead and turn that thing around. All right, Capricorn. Well, we have the Lovers crossed by the 8 of Cups. I mean, is it a love reading this week? For a lot of you, it probably is. So it seems like you feel like you either should be leaving probably a romantic situation. It doesn't have to be romance, though. It can be, the Lovers has to do with choices sometimes too. So it's either romance and you feel like you either need to walk away. Some of you feel like you probably need to walk away from a situation. But it's also in your challenge position kind of over the Lovers. It feels like the Lovers is not necessarily like not supportive here. It kind of feels like the Lovers it almost feels like you're looking a little bit too hard for stuff that might not be there, Capricorn. It feels like with a choice or with a relationship, you either think someone's going to leave or you're going to leave, and it's causing you you're feeling too much emotion. You're using up too much energy and too much emotion thinking about this. Either that or you really feel like you need to leave. And maybe even to find yourself, to work more on yourself. I'm gonna step away from that for a moment. Well, in yourself, we have the 9 of Swords. So in yourself, the way that you see yourself right now, it almost feels like you know that you're too much in your head, and you know that 8 of Swords energy of like walking away is something that isn't really helpful. It feels like you know that you're like in your head. You know you're worrying too much. You know that something is stressing you out and it's causing mental anguish. It's like you can't observe. You're observing yourself from the outside, and you're like, I know. Capricorn. Let's see what's the driving force in like your motivation here is the Judgment. And oftentimes I would say that this is about some kind of sudden change in your world, and it probably is. But it also kind of feels like because we also have the Justice here in like kind of your beliefs. So together with Justice in your beliefs and Judgment as your like driving, motivating force here in your reading, it feels like you're and all the other things, where you're like, I know I'm worrying too much. It really feels like you're either judging yourself or you feel like you need to judge someone else, and that justice needs to be served. You're like, there must be justice. So and so, fuck them, or you're feeling like you're judging yourself, and you're like, oh my God, justice is gonna fuck me up. I don't deserve this or something. It feels like you don't feel like you deserve something, and that you're either trying to blame somebody else. This week, Capricorn. Sorry, Capricorn. It feels like you're either trying to blame someone else or you're blaming yourself, and it just feels like a lot of energy that doesn't need to be there. In the past, we have the 6 of Wands, which is like, feeling victorious. So in the past, you had this energy, and it feels like it was with the, you know, whoever's included in this Lovers card. It feels like an energy of like of a job well done. Like you or you guys did something together that felt lovely. But something about what happened is making this, like, you feel a lot of judgment. You feel like there needs to be balance and justice, and whether that's against yourself or against somebody else. But it all feels like nothing. I'll be honest. It feels like nothing. It feels like a lot of beliefs, like you're creating a story and you're creating... Someone else sort of had a similar energy to this. You're creating this story that doesn't exist, and you don't need to. Yeah, weird. It's kind of like this whole like separate type of reading and then this whole other reading. So I'm going to move on to the near future. We have the Emperor. And it feels like you. It feels a little bit more like that overbearing judgment energy moving forward. And maybe you feel a little bit more victorious and in your own power, but it comes with that price of maybe feeling a little bit arrogant, and maybe, and also judging yourself. Like, it also kind of feels like a face, like the Emperor is sort of a face that you're showing everyone, like, oh no, I'm fine. Like, I'm in the right. Like, look at me. I'm awesome. But it feels a little bit like a face, like a mask that you're showing people. I'm going to leave that there. Yeah, you know, in my future readings, I'll do like clarifications. I'm going to like for now, like right now, I kind of want to clarify that card, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait until like next week. Maybe I'll start to do some clarifications. I'm just going to let you sit with it this week and see how it resonates with you. I don't know, something in the comments. So in your outside influences and like surrounding energies, we have the Daughter of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. Wow. And then in your guidance, we have another page, another daughter. So you have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So I would say with your outside influences and with your guidance card here, we have the two pages, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. And when I put them together, it feels a lot like, and this happened to somebody else today too, like not actually in these videos. It was like someone out in the world this happened with. With these two pages, it feels like there's an energy of being able to learn a lesson in all of this, and also distract yourself from like creating this silly, messy story that doesn't exist, and actually focusing on like a new project or like a new learning or like a new something that you want to learn. It feels like that's how it would snap you out of it. That's the surrounding energies and the support that you have available to you this week, and also your guidance. So when you put them together, they want you to snap out of that crazy, like, you create your reality. And when you put so much of that belief in such a story as this, it's going to become true unless you stop and you start something new and you move forward in a different direction. There we go. And then in your outcome, you have Strength. So it actually feels like you do find that strength. And strength is there for you to grab, but you still have to grab it, right? It's not there to hold your hand. It's there to, like, you can go jump on that lion if you want to, but he's not going to, like, grab you by the neck and drag you. You have to jump on. You have to make a lion saddle and jump on there. You have to take a little bit of action. But that strength is available for you this week, Capricorn. And it feels as if it's the strength you need in order to like stop with this story and start that new thing. And it feels like that's what happens for most of you. It's a general reading, so some of you are going to grab that energy and some of you might not, but it feels like most of you do. It feels pretty good, Capricorn. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to pull a 4 Agreements card to help you get through the energies of this week. Extra little advice. All right. Don't make assumptions, Capricorn. Discern the truth. The problem with making assumptions is that we believe they are truth. We make damn, yeah, this is like perfect for your reading. We make an assumption, we misunderstand, we take it personally, then we react by sending emotional poison with our word Oh, there's a period there. Then we react by sending emotional poison with our word. This creates a whole big drama for nothing, Capricorn. Good Lord. Could that have been the most perfect card ever for your reading or what? Cool, Capricorn. I'm very curious to hear how your week goes. Go ahead and put some comments down below. Let me know how that resonated for you and give me an update at the end of the week. Thank you very much, Capricorn. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. It super helps. I will be growing tremendously over the next year. I guarantee it. So wouldn't it be fun to grow with me? It would. I know it would. In a year, you'll be like, ooh, that was fun. She was right. Thank you, Capricorn. I will see you next week. Have a lovely week.